虜になってしまえばきっとこの夏は充実するのもっともう戻れなくたって忘れないで
Hello everyone again, welcome back to our online class. So this is the first day of the new month. Today is Wednesday, July 1st, 2020 or 2020. And today is Wednesday, and in the first session according to our schedule, we are going to learn about Hangout 4. And can I ask you, what did you learn yesterday on Hangout 4? Yesterday we learned about a reading, right, working animals on page 36 and page 37. And we also answered 2 questions, right? And in the homework, you also answer 5 more questions about the reading, right? I hope you can get all the correct answers. So today we are going to continue our lesson to page 38. So if you open your Hangout student book on page 38, you will see 2 exercises, exercise C and exercise D. But before I teach you about these 2 exercises, I would like to review you about the reading that we learned yesterday. So to make sure that you remember what we learned yesterday, I want you to open your book on page 36 and page 37, and then I will play the listening for you again so that you can do the exercise C and exercise D well. So now let's listen to the reading of working animals.
A. Listen and read. Working animals.
Many people have animals as pets. But did you know that some animals have jobs too? Guide dogs help people who are blind or who can't see well. They can help people move around obstacles. They can help their owner cross the road and warn them of other dangers. Most guide dogs work for 5 or 6 years. Labradors and retrievers are good guide dogs. This is because they are more clever than other types of dogs. Falcons are big, beautiful birds. They can fly high and fast. They can also see very well. Some people use falcons to scare away other birds. For example, in Dubai, you see a lot of pigeons sitting on high buildings. They make a mess and cause other problems. Falcons are bigger than pigeons. When falcons fly around the buildings, they scare the pigeons away. Many years ago, people used horses to pull carriages. This was before cars were popular. Some horses still pull carriages, but this is mainly for tourists. Today, horses do other jobs. Some police officers ride horses. These horses are big and tall. They can help the police to control crowds of people.
Okay, now you have listened to the listening working animals already. Now let's go to page 38. So like I told you, there are 2 exercises on page 38, exercise C and exercise D. Now let's go to exercise C. Exercise C, read the instruction, listen and write, then answer the questions. So I'm sure you know how to do this kind of exercise, right? Because this kind of exercise you have done it so many times, right? Since level 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now you have to listen and then you have to complete in the blanks, and then you have to think, is she right or wrong? Is he right or wrong? It is based on our reading. So now I will play the listening track. Oh, before I play the listening track for you, let's go to each picture altogether. So picture number 1, you see a very beautiful girl, and she says blah blah blah, help people who cannot see. And number 2, you see a very cute boy with black eyes. So he says falcons can fly very high and blah blah blah. And number 3, you see a very friendly girl who is smiling at the camera. Maybe she is Indian or Pakistani. So she says, today people use blah 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 to pull carriages. And number 4, the last one, another cute boy with the red shirt. He says, some police officers ride blah blah blah. So now, before you can get the correct answer, you have to listen. I will play the listening track 46 for you. Let's listen all together.
C. Listen and write. Then answer the questions. Number 1.
Guide dogs help people who cannot see.
Number 2.
Falcons can fly very high and slow.
Number 3.
Today, people use dogs to pull carriages.
Number 4.
Some police officers ride horses.
Okay, now you have listened to listening track 46 already. Let's check the answer. Let's go to number 1. What is it? She says blah 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 help people who cannot see. What is it? What is the correct word? It is guide horses or guide dogs. Yes, guide dogs. So she says guide dogs help people who cannot see. So guide dogs help people who cannot see. You have to write the word guide. Start with the capital letter G is big capital. Why? Because it is at the beginning of the sentence. So if you write small g, guide dogs, it will be wrong. So you have to write a big G, capital G. So the answer to number 1 is guide dogs help people who cannot see. But the question is she right? According to our reading that we learned yesterday, do guide dogs help people who cannot see? Yes, she is right. Because if you look at the second paragraphs, they say guide dogs help people who are blind or who can't see well. So this is the evidence. So let's go to number 2. Falcons can fly very high and blah blah blah. And what? And fast or slow? Slow, right? Falcons can fly very fast and slow. Is he right? If you want to get the correct answer, you can go to the third paragraph. The third paragraph, it is about falcons. They say, falcons are big, beautiful birds. They can fly high and fast. They can fly high and fast. But here he says that falcons can fly very high and slow. So is he right? No, he is wrong. So you have to circle no. Let's go to number 3. Today people use blah 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 to pull carriages. What does mean carriage? Carriage refers to a kind of vehicle that has 4 wheels, right? So she says, today people use what? Use dogs to pull carriages. Is she right? If you want to get the correct answer, you can go back to page 37 and you will see on the last paragraph, the 4th paragraph, they say that many years ago people used horses to pull carriages. So they use horses to pull carriages, but this girl, number 3, she says that today people use dogs to pull carriages. Is she right? No. People use horses, not dogs. So no. Let's go to the last one. A cute boy with a cute smile. So some police officers ride blah blah blah. Ride what? Ride horses. Is he right? If you want to make sure that your answer is correct or wrong, you can go to the last paragraph again. And let's go to the middle of the paragraph. They say, some police officers ride horses. Some police officers ride horses. So here he says some police officers ride horses. So is he right? Yes. Okay, so now we have finished section C. Let's go to number 1 again. Guide dogs help people who cannot see. Is she right? Yes. Number 2, falcons can fly very high and slow. Is he right? No, because falcons can fly very high and fast. Let's go to number 3. Today people use dogs to pull carriages. Is she right? No, because people use horses, not dogs, to pull carriages. Let's go to the last one, number 4. Some police officers ride horses. Is he right? Yes, correct. Now we have finished section C. So let's go to section D. Section D, you can read the instruction. Which animal does which job? Match and say the animal's name. So here in section D, you have 3 jobs. Number 1, scare other birds. Number 2, help people who can't see. And 3, pull carriages. And you can also see 3 animals: A, horse, B, falcon, and C, dog. So you have too much. So let's go to number 1. Scare other birds. Is it A, horse, B, falcon, or C, dog? So number 1, scare other birds is letter B, right? So you can go to the 3rd paragraph. They say that falcons are bigger than pigeons. When falcons fly around the buildings, they scare the pigeons away. So number 1, scare other birds is letter B because falcons can scare other birds away. Let's go to number 2. Help people who can't see. Is it horse or dog? Of course, C, right? Dog. And the last one, 3. Pull carriages. A, horse. Okay, so now we have finished both section C and section D, and it is also time to go break. See you in the next session.